from Springfield, Missouri, Plaster Stadium, home to the Missouri State Bears. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Purdue Boilermakers, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Missouri State Bears. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Boilermakers offense will go to work first. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass in coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
And the Boilermakers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Going to take a shot on second and short. Finds a little space. He'll go out of bounds right at the 40-yard line as this offense continues to show great patience.
Now, you blitz me, I'm getting the ball out of my hands. Really good job understanding that by the offensive coordinator, this quarterback, seeing the blitz, getting the ball to a playmaker, letting him do some damage. And more importantly, I don't have to throw it way down the field. Just get the first down.
And he's broke. After a nice gain.
And I tell you what, I love this call early in the game. You know why? You get your quarterback hit early. He gets hit. Wait a minute. Nerves settle. Everything's good. You show him the defense that he's a threat to run the football. I love that call early in the football.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Simple pitch, simple catch, easy little drag route right over the field. It's a nice timing route. You can run it versus man, or you can run it versus zone and have a lot of success.
Back to pass. A little release to the back.
One of the things you love about back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Boilermakers come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. He'll keep it himself. They are on the move as they pick up the first. And they'll spot it at the 28.
I just love it when my quarterback knows situational football. They run the option. He understands. It's fourth and short. Like, I got to stick my nose in there, get north-south, and try to get that first down. I love when I have a quarterback that can do that.
The Boilermakers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Wants to throw on first down. Snagged out of the air. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
The Boilermakers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. The give on the option. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They'll come to the line for the 8th snap on this opening drive, facing a third and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense. And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. From the left hash, he'll try to bend in a 37-yarder. It's good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
I know one thing this head coach does every week is he challenges his guys to start fast. And it's so important today, playing on the road in this kind of environment. You saw a nice drive. They didn't get the touchdown they would have loved, but still, kicking that field goal and taking this early lead, that's a statement for the visiting team.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So Missouri State's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Quarterback on the keeper. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, and a great job by the defense, holding the line of scrimmage, playing downhill, playing responsibility football, making sure they shut down that option play.
The offense changing the play. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Fires one high and deep. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you could see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Throws to the wideout. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. The decision to go for it does not pan out. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got a man in the middle. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the 1st down.
Now they'll run the draw. Nice move there. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. So close to that end zone, he could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. Trying to barge in. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. They had to kick a field goal on their 1st drive. They really need to punch it in the end zone on this one on 3rd and goal. They want to throw it. Gets it to him on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
And, man, that is not the 3rd down execution you want. Trying to get it to a playmaker so he can make plays. He gets nowhere, actually loses yards, and brings up a 4th down now.
The kicker looks a little disappointed. He'll not come into the game. They'll go for it on 4th and goal from the 4. Looking for the score. And that one is picked off in the end zone. The 50, the 40, the 20, 10. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Bears!
Dude, from 4th and goal, backs against the wall, you don't want to give up points to. I'm putting points on the scoreboard. What a play by this defense. Nice break on the football, gets the pick, finds the green grass, and takes it all the way back for a touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air on first down. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. So here comes the Missouri State offense. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
When you hear about it all the time in football, go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Makes the grab. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. 3:25. Looking to throw. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle.
And that's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
2nd down, he'll throw it. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Unleashes to the end zone. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
4-2 Here's the snap, looking to throw. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. We've come to the end of the period. It's Missouri State holding the lead. And we've come to the end of the 1st as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. And the incomplete pass on 3rd down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. And the Boilermakers will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Playing the field position game as he makes the fair catch right at the 50. So here comes the Bear offense. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way.
Turning it on! And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Missouri State!
This is a running back that can hurt you, not just getting handoffs, but they use him in the passing game as well. They called the screen at the absolute perfect time, and it ends up being a touchdown.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the American. Virginia Tech is in danger of getting demolished today, and while this is only one game, I think anyone who knows this will linger for some time. They're trailing by 14 to Kent State. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And he got enough for the 1st down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
This is a very well-executed play, but I love the individual effort by the receiver out in space. He was able to make a guy miss and then advance the football.
Off the play fake on 1st down. Going downfield for the big play. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Makes the catch. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
I think a lot of people wonder why you don't throw more slant routes. It's just nowadays wide receivers are so big, so thick. You throw it to them, the DBs can't go through their bodies to get them, and most of the time you get positive yards like you do right here.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. They'll try to run for it. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. After making his first field goal, he'll try to put up another with a shorty from 26. It's good. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So here comes the Missouri State offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Split backs here. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got a man. It's Stewart.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
To the air on 2nd down. Throws to the tight end. He makes a catch. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
And if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit.
There he goes. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup. The Bears will have it 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. Running to Green. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Missouri State. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
Man, what a nice touchdown run, and this is a team effort, right? It's got to start with the offensive line to give you that crease, and then the wide receivers start to kick in, and the running back, he handles the rest. Nice touchdown run.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-6. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse, and field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you've just simply got to make them.
The Boilermakers want to pick up the tempo. Hands it off. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. From the gun, the running back has it. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
The give to the tailback. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Looking for room, it's Stewart. Oh, he's got some space. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. They'll send the tight end in motion. Leaves it with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they didn't.
Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. The play action fake. Throws for the tight end. And that third down pass had some serious juice, but they couldn't hook up. Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And that lead grows even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
They work their way to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Looking to throw on first down. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Pocket breaking down. Floating away. Breaks into the open.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys. He could not wait to get back out there. And that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
He's down at the 25-yard line, waning moments of the first half. It is a first down. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking downfield on first down. The throw to the outside is complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Second down coming up. Back to throw time, running short in the half. Makes the grab. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. The Boilermakers want to crank the tempo. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And to get rid of it quickly. And this is going to be incomplete on third down. So now on fourth down, they'll try to salvage a 3 and just get points before halftime. And he'll try to knock it through from 33 yards out. Just drives it between the uprights. That'll trim the deficit to 15.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's going to take off. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, many thanks. Happy to provide a break in the action to kind of pour over exactly what has transpired so far. And it's been a dynamite first half, leading to a one-sided score right now. It's not over, but I think both sides know this is on the verge of a blowout. That opposing defense is inside its locker room right now wondering 2 things. What just happened, and what do we do now to try to make this respectable? For now, let's get back to the guys in the booth to start up this second half.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Boilermakers will kick it off to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Okay, guys, the Bears offense comes onto the field. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive. Give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right. That pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different looking football game.
They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. A tremendous run. He was full bore after taking that pitch. Just sweet execution.
And that's exactly how you draw it up. And that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam. Next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
Pulls it and fires to the left. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Working the middle. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. And the Bears are moving quickly down the field. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
On the option. Well, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. Recovers the fumble, and he's still going. Got enough for the first. He's dragged down to the ground, but what a play there. Scoops up the loose football and moves the chains. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Bears pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. He'll do it himself. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? His drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. Gives it on the option. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
We've seen this guy have tons of success. He had over 100 yards right before that run, but defense gets the better of him there. Nice job of adjusting up front. Good job being physical by that D-line, too.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. Back swinging with the goal line. They rode their running back, but he could not make it. It'll be 4th down.
Nice job by the defense there. They knew coming into this one, this running back was dangerous catching the football, so really good job getting him down on the ground, now setting up 4th and goal.
The offense trying to find a way on 4th and goal from the 2. From the gun. Going for 6. Touchdown, Missouri State! And the route is on.
And that is why timing is so important in the passing game. That is a critical 4th down. Down near the goal line, everything's going to happen quickly. It's got to be a great route. The quarterback has to get rid of it on time and make an accurate throw. Two dudes on the exact same page coming up with a massive touchdown down near the goal line on 4th down.
The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. They'll start this drive with a pass. Quick strike complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now 2nd down. Back to pass. Got the quick pass. Runs through a tackle. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. Wants to throw on 1st down. Quickly complete. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
You know, the beautiful thing about being a quarterback is you can throw a little drag route, and they can take it 60. When you got fast playmakers on the outside that you can get in the ball in their hands really quickly, great things can happen. 1-yard passes can turn into 60. It's beautiful to be quarterback.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. And the Boilermakers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Tight end now in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
Release to the back. Complete out of the backfield. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Fires to the middle. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. They'll go with a direct snap. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Snagged in the middle. It's Gibbs. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one. And the Bears moving quickly to the line. To the air on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll move the tight end. Here's the give off the left side. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. They have it at the 43, 3rd and short, trying to avoid making a decision on 4th down. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. This offense says it's 4-down territory, taking a chance from the 43. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. They pick it off, and this defense, a much-needed play. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it 1st down at the 42. Running back searching for a hole. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
The inside handoff. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35. We've come to the end of the period. It's Missouri State holding the lead. They've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. So the final period starts with a second down play.
Military stunt.
Looking to fire. Using the quick game. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to go up top on first down. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
So here comes the Missouri State offense. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air.
On the set. Green 25. Ready to go.
Going right to work up top. Unloads it downfield. Intercepted. The defense has set him up. Takes it the other way.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
The Boilermakers couldn't have asked for better field position as they get a chance to strike here. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Back to pass. Quickly complete. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. He wants it all. Touchdown, Purdue! Fitted in the window for the score.
And this offense continues to have some success. And I'll tell you what, when it gets down to it and you need a play, they're starting to find this playmaker. You can tell the QB looks for him. That's 3 TDs now in 4 games, and I think they'll keep feeding the big fella.
Makes the grab for the 2-point conversion as they cut further into that lead. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So here comes the Bear offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Here's the handoff. Turning it on! And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. The Bears will hustle to the line.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And the Bears can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The option look. Now the toss. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one.
Yeah, and there's a lot of pressure right now on this down if you're on offense because your last 2 plays have gone nowhere. You know the defense just needs to get the football back to give their team an opportunity to go win the game, so you're probably going to have to throw to get this first down. A lot of pressure here on the quarterback, Dave.
Yeah, and how I throw, I think, is important. This is a time where I love moving my quarterback outside the pocket, making it an easy throw, or let him run the football, and if he doesn't get it, the clock still ticks. It's still my friend.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Got a man. It's Gibbs. Out of bounds at the 49-yard line, but not before getting it into opponent territory.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Tight end finds a soft spot. He's knocked out of bounds at the 42. Solid pickup on that one.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football there.
Got it in the middle. It's Gibbs. Gets him down at the 26. Big play there. Give him 15 yards on the gain, and they move the sticks.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in the game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Looking downfield on 1st down. He's got an open man. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep.
You got to love how they just continue to do what they do. It's the 4th quarter. You got a lead. There's no reason to get conservative. We're a passing offense. Great job on 1st down. Better job on 2nd down. This offense continuing to stay in a rhythm.
And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Wants to go up top. Touchdown Bears! Quick strike through the air for the score. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
Yeah, salt into wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. Wants to throw on 1st down. Under fire. Creates a little space. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick them up and put them down. And I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping him.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Might have led him a little too far. He's able to make the catch, but can't get the feet down in bounds. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40.
Here we
From the gun, wants to pass. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Finds a seam. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Boilermakers!
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. So here comes the Missouri State offense. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there, 3rd and long coming up.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Wraps it inside the tag. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. And that comfortable lead they enjoy right now is not slowing down the aggression, not one bit.
Well, I think at this point the coaching staff is just trying to continue evaluating their own players, and I don't hate the mindset. If there's time on the clock, keep trying to score.
Wants to throw again. Touchdown, Bears! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They build this 4th quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0.
And how about it? Everyone getting involved, getting the big tight end involved. This offense has done an unbelievable job scoring points. This defense has had no answers. Just keep it rolling, offense.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Very intriguing Big 12 matchup today, gentlemen. Here's a look at how it finished up. Iowa stomped a mud hole en route to a double-digit win, and they did it outside of Iowa City. That speaks to the way this coach has galvanized this team and the direction this program is headed. This game may or may not impact the college football playoff, fellas, but it's bound.
There he goes. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Satellite, 414 satellite. Ready?
And they spike it and get the clock stopped. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Grabbed in the middle. It's Soto. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Third down play from the gun. Got out of trouble and throws. He's got it down the middle. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. He'll spike the ball to try to save every precious second he can. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long.
Fly trumpet, fly trumpet.
Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. Working on the right. Makes the grab and a nice gain. Gets it to the 35. He spikes it. Clock stops as they try to rally late. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go?
Cooler, cooler, cooler.
Wants to go up top. Rushes on him. Going to try to get it himself. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down. 4th down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Takes a hit as he releases it and just spiked it right into the ground.
Well, it's been that kind of day for the offense, and this quarterback specifically. They've had their chances. They've had opportunities throughout the course of the game to get some pitches and catches and make some explosive plays. Just not able, though, to hook up. And you saw it on that 4th down play right there. They're trailing by a lot of points because those are the throws you've got to make if you're going to win games like this, and they just have...
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. He holds it in, and nobody's close. And that's how you finish it off. Scoring on the final play of the game doesn't affect the outcome. Just a little cherry on top of the sundae. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.